Is it forwards?
I was reading it. I want to go to. That's awesome! Yay! Hello and welcome to Jabberjaw. I'm your host, Jessica Dawson Collier, and with me as always is Tyson Wheeler Dynas and Matthew David Smith. Guys, welcome.
Thank you.
Hi.
Matt's not feeling very good, I think.
Not feeling so good. Not feeling so hot. So we're sparing you the visual and the audio. I feel like I'd pull off the video.
Audio-wise, you sound fine.
I don't sound bad.
I did catch a glimpse of him, and he looked fine too. So when I'm sick, I fucking look like a train wreck on fire. It's not good. I mean, bad, real bad.
Now Howie, we're gonna see how this goes because Howie is just laying right next to me, so we're gonna see if he plays ball see if he can make it the whole podcast, or if he may indicate when we should stop. He may,
but he's a vocal young lad. I met
he's a very Tyson. We got to.
That's right.
So I got to spend some Tyson. Got to meet Howie and Tyson's parents. Got to meet Howie. We took a trip to Waukene. I guess that's where we'll open the show. Is that Tyson and I got to
rub it in my face that you guys hung out without me.
Reunited and it feels so good.
Matt was like, I got some dental work I got to do at 3, but I'll have my mom pick you up. And I'm like, because Matt famously does not have dental work done. Just generally, he has the bones of a Clydesdale, so he doesn't really need.
Sure, yeah.
So he doesn't need a lot of dental work, but what he needed was gum work.
Bones of a Clydesdale.
I'm sure I told this story before, but Matt and I went to our friendly neighborhood, Paul Solomon, before he was officially in your family. Dawson, he had his office across the street from one of the famous bars, the HPC, the Harsh Haze Party Club. And afterwards, I would get drunk and I would ask him for an adjustment. And he would do that because he was drunk and I was drunk, and no lawsuits ever happened because of that. And then he tried to adjust Matt, and he was like, "Your skeleton is the most perfect skeleton I've ever touched." I didn't change.
Paul actually said that? I don't know this.
I don't know that he said it that way, but it was close to that. But it was most beautiful. That. I would have been like, even if I was like really shit faced, a dude tells me you've got the most beautiful skeleton. I'm gone. I don't care if they're a chiropractor or not. I am outie.
Hearts in the eyes, yeah.
So he did a full adjustment on Matt and cracked no bones. I was like, that is insane.
That's pretty impressive, Smith.
Yeah.
Yes, this was like probably 20 years ago. So we'll see if.
No, but I will say Paul tried to adjust me. I will put this in quotes. This was pre-Megan and him banging and then getting married. I can say that because she listens. Banging. But Paul would be over at Bob Long's house, and you guys remember that giant couch that he had? Yeah. So sometimes I'd sit on the floor to watch movies, and Paul was notorious for coming up behind you really slowly and cracking your neck, all of a sudden. I saw him do it 1,000,000 times. And so I could feel him right behind me starting to do it. I turned around and I had my little fist out and I was like, if you touch my neck, you're gone. I am not a fighter either. I was like, you're not, no. And he just started laughing. Yeah. I just don't want it. I don't want it.
That neck crack, I don't mind it. My wife will not allow it because she's like, I've met a couple of people that have snapped their spine. I can't believe that's true. I think that's an urban myth, but she won't allow him to do it. So I can see why you wouldn't want to do it. I think it feels great, but
I'm with B on this one. No, thank you. It gets you off in your own little ways. Great.
That's terrifying to have someone crack. That's one of the more the only thing is feeling a tap on your back when you're at a urinal. That's the only thing that would be more unnerving.
Yeah.
Jesus, that was ballsy. Holy crap.
No, it was, most of the time I will say everyone had a happy response to it. They were like, oh, I needed that.
Yeah.
They're also super like drunk as piss, like out of their tits.
Arguably the best time to do it because you're completely and totally loose.
That's true.
So that would be the best time to do it.
I like on spec chiropractic. I think is a good. Like that was, but.
Paul's a great chiropractor. For everyone in Hayes that is listening, he is
Dr.
He's
Paul
very
Sullivan.
Professional. Yes,
he's very professional. Nice guy.
Just eager, a little eager in his early years.
Eager in the early years.
Yes.
He's trying to
especially after I met Megan, if you know what I mean. I have so many stories I could say. Get
our Patreon for the deets.
Yeah,
a little adjustment mid-coitus never hurt anybody. I'm sure So I don't know.
No comment, but yes.
I'm tired, Paul. My neck.
Sorry.
I'm tired, Paul. My neck hurts. Let me fix it. There you go. All right.
You guys have heard that song, My Neck, My Back.
Oh, yes.
Break my pussy and my crack. That was actually, a Megan original.
I have not heard that song, and now I'm thinking, I don't want to hear it.
You heard that at the HBC?
No.
That's not how it went. It was my neck, my back, lick my pussy, and my crack, I believe is how the song goes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crack, you never go back, I've heard.
That's true. That's true. What kind of trouble did you guys get into in Hayes, by the way?
Very
listeners.
Very
not very little. We were home by like 12:30, so we were like in bed by like 12:30, which is lame. But now we went to Jalisco's with my mom and my brother and his husband Jared. Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun.
We just hung out there.
Cute.
Like we rode the closing. Like we were there from like 7 to 9, and like
they were
like 7:15. They were first of all, as Tyson I think mentioned this, but like the food. Like almost impossibly fast. They've always been fast, but I honestly want to say like 90 seconds. Like it was.
Yeah, that's what Tyson was saying. It was like nuts. They pushed it out real quick.
So fast, and so I think it didn't certainly seem like they were trying to get us out of there because it was like they wanted to go home. I'm guessing so.
It felt like a magic trick. It was weird.
It was very strange.
Yeah, and so like the food came out, and we'd had 2 sips of our margaritas that we'd purchased 4 minutes before, and this is like, okay, all right, here we go, let's go. But those, I gotta say, Jalisco's, keeping it real. What they have,
absolutely
large marges for $7. I mean, it's a good price.
Yes, we did not go with the tower. I believe there were 2. There was another group of hooligans in the back room. It was the old smoking room. We were out of respect. We were in the back smoking room. And there was another table, and they had the 100-ounce Tower of Power.
How did that look? Well, the tower isn't even that expensive.
It looks like
it was like $30. It was like $30. Yeah.
It looks like a party bong, and really, the thing was like there was still a little bit left, and I was kind of being like, if they leave this, I'm not above. I'm going over there and just getting.
I wouldn't be either.
And they actually
that's a little different. Yeah, you're right. That's different.
They brought some cups to take the rest of the marks home. So you could drive.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was like, all right. But it was fun. And I mentioned to Matt's mother that I was doing this, scanning video photo thing, my side business, my side hustle. And when we got back, there's a box. I have a box of Matt and Nate and I assume Shauna at some point videos.
Yes.
So cute.
And I think one of them says, I think Ray said to me, she goes, in the morning, she goes, you ever want to see Matt play basketball? I'm like, yes, I have. And I was like, okay, now I get the opportunity to see. So that's exciting.
She is salt of the earth. I love your mom, Smith. I love your mom too, Tyson. But you guys won the lottery with moms. Do you realize that? I've met a lot of moms in my day, but you both really have.
Oh, I know. Yes, we did.
What did your mom tell us a story about at dinner? Do you remember? She was hired at Hayes High to not be the asshole.
That's right. So we found an interesting fact. So Yeah. So God, my mom had a great time. Like, mom was like pushing for us to like stay and have another drink, and so like Nathan ran Jared home.
I can't love her anymore than I do. That's amazing.
We were having fun, but she said that my mom worked at Hayes High as the secretary for like I want to say like 3 or 4 years. I think it was something like that. But anyway, and I didn't know this, and I don't know, maybe she probably didn't tell us this because she was being nice. Hugely, but she literally was hired to be the nice secretary because those secretaries are straight up bitches in the Hayes High office.
Oh my God.
Like they were just mean. Like they would give people shit for being late, and it's like they were just terrible. Yep. So she was hired to like be the nice secretary, and
that's what she literally told us that.
Yeah,
doesn't surprise me. Yeah, does not surprise me.
So yeah,
I was teasing her. I was like, I don't know a lot of Hayes people very well, but I mean, everyone I meet talks about you like you're, like Pope Francis the second.
She is.
The second one.
The first one, not so
the
good.
Reform one.
The Reform one, not so good. But not the let's put Martin Luther to death guy. The other one,
I'm
sorry to all the Catholics. I'm making all this up, but it's true though. And then she was out day drinking when she came back.
That's what I'm talking about.
And she was like, I was at one of your biggest fans, the Drylings. And I was like, okay.
Mad respect. That's awesome.
So thank you. So we all so Ray had a fun day. We had a fun
She did.
It was a great extension on the day. And so it was fun. It was fun.
But then we went to what
the Q.
The Q. And we had something called, they were like, and trash cans are $7 a piece tonight. And I was like, what's a trash can? He's like, it's like a Long Island iced tea, but worse. I'm like, oh, Jesus, fuck. Oh,
so before we even had a chance to think through
the endorsement. Yeah.
So I ordered 2 immediately without giving Tyson a second to object. And I think Tyson said the more appropriate name would have been Barbasol because it was just like this blue, and it tasted. It had a lot of booze in it, but it was
tasted like it could clean a comb.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
It did not look right.
It was like $6 and it was gigantic. And then, so I didn't know because it had been a minute since I'd been exposed to Hayes drinking prices. And so so it was like $6. But when we went so we were at the queue for, I don't know what, an hour, maybe minutes, 2 hours. Well, a terribly long time.
It wasn't long because there was nobody there. And
there was nobody there. And that was my experience the last time I was at the queue. On top of the fact that their food is not that great anymore, I'm kind of wondering what's going on there. But anyway, so Tyson asked where the action was.
Who did? Where's the action?
And so we found the action.
Of course.
Like an undercover cop in the 70s.
Classic Tyson. Yeah.
And it was at Sip and Spin, but it wasn't really. It wasn't really. There were 30% more people, maybe 12.
And half the people there were had made the trek. It was very cold that night. Had made the trek.
It was very cold.
The queue to there. I remember asking the waitress, I was like, just because we had no one to talk to. And I was like, have you had your quarter life crisis yet? And she's like, no. And I'm like, well, that's a fun one. I was like, you really, because she was talking about what she wanted to do in life and how she wanted,
she was going.
Oh, yes, okay. We did talk. That's right. That's right.
And then when I was done, she was like, well, I'll give you points. That's the most original weird thing anybody's tried to make conversation with me with. I'm like, well, you are in luck because your quarter life crisis is going to go great.
Little did she know. Oh my God. Fucking amazing. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sad I missed out. How were the floors at Sip and Spin, by the way? Were they still super sticky? Did you guys get stuck?
We never actually, I never left the actual bar area.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I don't know. But I would say based on the clientele that night, no. Probably not.
No, yeah. I just sat in a booth, while Tyson talked to somebody.
I kept talking. Shock.
I was like, I don't want to make friends. I'm at the Sip and Spin.
I got enough friends. Yeah.
Enough friends. And I was, and the guy, and I was talking to some guy at the bar, and Matt got into that conversation at some point, and I was like, He's like, you know what happened to this town, man? And he just started going to screed, and I'm like, yes, this is what I want.
Fuck yeah. I love it.
Yeah,
yes.
No,
a good haze rant.
He had nothing to say really of any, like, it's the same sad story, that you hear at bars, when you're 26 years old and you're like, this used to be a great place. I used to get laid every night. And, he didn't say that, but that's implied. Usually.
Yeah.
The golden age of the sip and spin. Wow, how do you narrow that down?
My grandparents used to go to the sip and spin to do laundry and have a beer, and I'm like,
and have a beer. Yeah.
It opened like mid '90s, I want to say.
Yeah, that's probably right.
So they had
it was open before I was 21. So
me too, definitely.
Yeah, definitely way before. Yeah.
No, it was fine. It was fine. And then his brother came and picked us up when he was done doing.
But my point was originally was like
that's so sweet.
You still got the Monster, which I just had like a beer, but you still could get the Monster mixed drink for $8. So say what you will about inflation, not in Hays, Kansas. Hey, that Monster Well, that's what I was.
Yeah, Monster Well.
Monster Well, which has, to be fair, it has approximately 37 cents worth of rot gut awfulness in it, but still a good deal. Still
very tall cup, So
yes, a collector's and the collector's cup. Always get the collector's cup to take home with you, or to jail.
I don't know, or to jail.
Or to jail. Yeah,
plenty enough room in jail. I always find the thing that that now that I don't smoke, it's really messed up my bar. Because you go outside and smoke for 15 minutes, you meet some people, then you go inside and you meet some people. And now that I don't smoke, it's just like, all right, these squares in here will have to do. So
how do people meet people?
It's a mystery. My favorite part of the night was the parade of pictures that I got. So it went from Tyson taking a picture of Smith across the table at Jalisco's, and I swear to God, Smith, you had love in your eyes. Coming right across the table at Tyson. Then I get a picture of your drinks that look like something, as I said to you both, the Toxic Avenger. Like that's how he became the Toxic Avenger.
Yes.
The next picture was Tyson holding Smith's hand. The look of love was so exuberant.
I wanted to hold hands.
I fucking cackled like crying laughter. Took a screenshot, sent it to Megan Solomon, and I go, Tyson and Smith are on a date right now in your town. If they get drunk enough, you might need to have them over. She was like, oh my God, I'm dying. And then she's like, Dawson, it's Thursday night. And I was like, that's true.
Matt got the drinks. They got, he carried them over or whatever. I don't know. I'm not sure how they made it to our table, but I assume he carried them over. And then he goes, take a picture of us holding hands. That'll be fun. And I was like, all right. Anything for a
genius.
Again, did not give him time to think about it. Just was like, go with it.
It was perfection. It's so good. Yeah.
I have 2 more pictures of us through that process. I will send you after the show.
Please.
You can actually
the fans are going to eat it up.
In for a treat.
Megan and I said so many jokes back and forth. It was a beautiful thing. And she really wanted you guys to come over, by the way. Yes. She thought it was going to be like a weekend thing. And I'm like, I think it's a one night only. So
yeah, we wish.
It was great.
Yeah. And then we were like fine in the morning. Well, I slept in. You didn't.
I got up at 7:30.
You were like,
you were up, man.
I woke your parents up.
You're like, I'm going to watch the Olympics. And I was like, I'm going to go back to bed. But you do you, Jason. Yeah, it was fun.
Your parents actually were like, fine, we'll get up. Like your dad came out of the bedroom, reached into the fridge, pulled out a package of breakfast croissants and old English muffins.
Probably English muffins. Maybe they were croissants.
And just put him on the counter. He's like, here. And he went back in his room. I'm like, I don't need these.
That's actually very sweet.
Did Ray make you do that? I was like, it's fine. I'm good. I was like, and I couldn't figure out how to turn his TV on because they have Amazon Fire Stick, I think.
Yeah.
So I just watched 90s alternative videos until they got up.
I mean, that sounds
pretty
great.
good.
Yeah.
Fine. I was like, so Yeah, all in all, very fun. I was there actually. I got there on Sunday with my sister, and we started getting the house organized for my parents to move. So
Yes.
it
How
was
is that going, by the way?
pretty well. I mean, they kind of teased me a lot. Because I kind of kept them going because
Uh-huh.
I was the project. I was like, I'm the project manager, and my mom was like, "You really, pretty good plan," and blah blah blah. This is like on Monday, and I'm like, "Mom, this is my job. Really, normally,
Yeah.
it's my job to
Yeah.
do this stuff."
Yeah.
I was like, "So it's not that big," but I guess they got. I didn't realize this when they would stop working. I would get up maybe before they did and would just go work, and they felt guilty about it. I don't know. Anyway, so they were teasing me about it, but I got a cool hat out, which will be a reveal later on, and
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
yeah. So yeah, it's fine. I would say of the work we did maybe 25%, which
That's
is
still pretty good.
pretty good
That's
for
pretty
one
good.
trip. One trip is
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
So
How
yeah.
are they feeling about things? We don't have to get into the feelings.
Well,
I feel like I'm
I would
digging
say
too much.
no, it's fine. So I
Okay.
would say that dad, was kind of going through papers, and he got all his, he got all the information we needed to have. We went to the bank and got our
Yeah.
income thing and all this stuff. And people don't recognize me in Waukene at all, which is fair. And we were at the bank, and this old lady comes in and she goes, "Sally Dinus, how are you?" She's like, "Oh, hi." And I don't know if she knew who it was. I did. And she looked at me. She goes, "Is this your husband?" And like, she's like, "No, it's my brother." And
God, no.
like,
Yeah.
like, "Oh, okay." Um, but uh, but yeah, like it was. We got a lot of stuff done, and we had fun. It is kind of fun because you hear family stories and
Sure.
and you get some stuff, like we got some just random shit, and because, but overall pretty good. We're going back at the end of March, and then, or sorry, the beginning of March, or sorry, no, the end of March, and then so we've got two more trips planned out. Um, I use ChatGPT more than anything because I would take
Yeah.
pictures of like old silverware or like little figurines or dishes or whatever, and
Good.
it tells you what it
Smart.
is, how
Yeah.
much it costs, like,
Yep.
and how to organize it if you're going to sell it on eBay, all that kind of stuff. So I used it so much that they were like, "You can't use ChatGPT anymore till tomorrow." And I was like, "Oh," and
Oh yeah.
Enough
Unless
AI
you
for
want to
you,
pay
Tyson.
for pro or whatever the fuck. I've been there. Like,
the,
yeah, a
the
lot.
Pro, yeah, $200 a month. I was like, "What?"
Fuck that, man.
I was like, I was, and I have a friend who like uses it all the time. In fact, it's his best friend pretty much, and they just talk all the time. I'm like, surely he must use it. And yeah, he pays $200 a month, to do it. So I don't know.
Work pays that for me, but I'm just like, I'm not gonna cross those streams. Like, I don't want them to know what I'm doing in my personal life.
That's
So
that's
yeah.
a good idea. Good idea.
Some people don't though, that I know at
No.
work, and I'm like, "Ooh, you are walking a tightrope." So anyway, well, Tice, you're a good son. That's amazing.
You are a good son. Yeah.
That's like hard shit too.
It
So
was
you and Sally are
it was great.
really
Like
killing it.
my mom and my dad had just told the story about how they were talking to one of their friends who had kids our age, and they're like, "There's no way they would come home and help us with help me with that,
Yeah.
blah blah
Yeah.
blah." And then she's like, "You guys are like prince and princesses," and I'm like, "Oh, it's sweet." And then up on the TV there was a skier. It was from Edwards, Colorado. And Mom goes, "Edwards, I wonder where that is at." And I'm like, "Probably in the mountains." She's like, "Fuck you." I said, "Probably by Lyman. That's probably where most skiers live, right? By Lyman." And she goes, I was like, "You just said we're pretty." She's like, "Yeah, prince and princess, asshole, both of you." So, that was great.
Oh, that's the good stuff. Oh, I love that.
So yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah. So and then Mom and Dad came up this weekend to watch the kids play sports and all that kind of stuff. And
I was gonna say you guys celebrated Margarita Day, which I wasn't even aware of, and that's one of my
I
favorite
wasn't
things to
either
drink.
until I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, I was like, "Oh, okay." Yeah. So that was great. How have you been, Dawson? Have you been sticking around? You You went to like Hot Pot or something, you know? Did you
I
go to
went to
K-Pot?
Hot Pot this weekend. It wasn't like K-Pot. I will say K-Pot rules in comparison to this Hot Pot that we found right by our Alamo Draft House in Westminster. It's called Sorry Yuma. And it's cool in there because it's very like family oriented. Like the vegetables are on one wall in a refrigerator, which is kind of great. They have a nice sauce bar, but it is like half the size of the sauce bar at K-Pot in Kansas City. That place is amazing. The whole time I was telling Jonas like comparisons of the two, and he was just like, "I don't want to go there. I want to go there tomorrow. Like that place sounds fucking amazing." I'm like, "Yeah, it is. It's dope." But this place was very good. I don't know. We did the regular thing this last weekend, but the weekend before that, we went to Estes Park for Friday the 13th, and we saw Pinback. And that was fucking awesome. Like you guys have to come up for a concert there. Like the fact that they're doing that now is amazing.
Now, how many like people were there? Because it looked like you were right there. Like it looked like you were right up front.
By the stage. So where they were putting on the shows is exactly where Megan and Paul got married. And so it's like right across from the main hotel. And goddamn, there are so many hipsters there, like at check-in. And I was not expecting that. I just thought nobody knows Pinback. Nobody's going to give a shit. It's just going to be a concert for us. Like me, Jonas, and my cousin Steph and her husband that went with us. But it wasn't. It was great. Like I would say there was maybe like 100 people there. Max.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
It was awesome, you guys. And we were like talking to Rob the whole time and Zach and like, you know, just it felt very surreal. I was like, it almost felt like we were like pals with them a little bit, which was so weird. Cause like we've talked to Rob before, like Rob's a pretty like approachable guy. And Jonas has seen them a lot more than I have. And he's talked to Zach in the past, but like this was the most approachable these guys have ever been.
Wow.
It was super fun. God, and they sounded great. And
to be fair, they don't always sound great. I mean, I've seen them.
They don't. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And Rob can be like, we saw them in Austin and Rob was having a shitty night. And I think Zach was too. And I was just like, all right, let's not push this. Like, they don't want to fucking talk. They don't want to hang. It's whatever. But I mean, you guys know this, like Rob, when he was doing Rob Crow's Gloomy Place and they came back to Austin, like we got to hang out with Rob. Like he was having drinks with us. It was like a fucking thing. And then Tyson, you asked me to ask him about Heavy Vegetable or something.
Yeah.
And then that took him off on a whole fucking tangent, which was just super cool. So anyway, it's, you know, one of our favorite bands. And it was cool to see them at the Stanley Hotel.
Oh, yeah.
And it was the first time we were staying there on Friday the 13th, which is fucking wild. Nothing happened. The only thing that happened was Jonas busted his ass 5 times. Hitting his shin on the old ass bed frame trying to go to the bathroom. I laughed because it was very funny. The last time he went to the bathroom in the middle of the night, he's like in his underwear, like limping to the bathroom. It was really funny. But it was so hot in our rooms because like it's an old ass hotel opened up in 1910. Like, God, we had the window open and it was just, we got zero sleep. Zero. So we're like walking around the fucking, because they've got a maze out front, like the Shining now. And it's kind of shitty, but it was really pretty out. Like there was a nice fog over the mountains and we were sore from hiking the day before and like being on our feet for the concert. And we were just like, holy shit, I've never been this tired in my life. And it wasn't even from like partying. It was just like trying to sleep in an old hotel, not because of ghosts, because it was too hot. It was a very 40-year-old problem to have. But it was fun nonetheless. Had a great time.
Awesome. It's just a weird story, but it just popped in my head. Years ago, they finally re-released, or they actually released Pinback's first record on vinyl for Record Store Day. And, you know, you had to go on Record Store Day. And I was talking to my work wife's husband about it.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, what do you want to get? I'm like, well, I'm really excited to get this Pinback record. And he's like, oh yeah, I read an article said that's the top, one of the top 10 hipster things to get, you know. And I just said, I was like, well, I used to have the CD when it first came out, and I just really want it. And he was like, it just killed it. He was like, oh, you actually like them, but yes, but I did get it. They only made 1,000 vinyl copies of that stupid record, and they've never done it again. They've never done it again. They were like, we're only doing this once. And so
Tyson, you should have been there because the merch table is the best merch table I have ever seen of them. They had vinyl from like records we hadn't even heard of there. There was a guy that we met. His name's also Rob, but goes by Robert. I think he listens to the podcast now. Really fucking cool guy, owns a nonprofit. Like, I need to like actually hook him up with you two because I was talking to him about you guys. Anyway, that's a whole tangent. I'm going to leave off the show. But he's super cool guy. He bought, I shit you not, $500 worth of merch because he was even saying, he was like, I've never seen this CD. I've never seen this vinyl. Oh my God. Like, super fan. Well, he was there the entire weekend too to see them.
Well, Rob Crow was in a ton of musical ventures before he hit the Pinback, and Pinback was kind of like a last ditch thing. He would have gone on something else, and so I believe that because I think, if you go to his IMDb, not IMDb, but if you go to his Discogs, discog.org, and look up Rob Crow, he has released so many records and so many different types of.
So many.
Yeah.
It's insane. And Rob is such a cool guy. Like Disheveled Cuss, if you guys have not heard of them, they're one of my plugs this week. They opened up for Pinback. And he was just playing bass for this guy. And it was fucking great. And Rob was like, I just love these guys. I love their music. Like, just explain. Like, that's what he fucking does. He's just that kind of guy. So there's a lot of Rob Crow music, to your point, out there. Like, way more than I ever thought.
He's the only person to ever write a song about Wesley Willis. And Wesley Willis, who was a mentally challenged artist in Chicago, and he would just release records that were basically like you hit the button on the Casio keyboard and would just play a song, and then he would just and he would just sing about rock stars that he met. So he had the Foo Fighters and anything. But he did this song and Dangerous too. I actually talked to a guy I knew a guy in Florida who was the sound guy for Wesley Willis on tour, and he was like, yeah, he's fine. Like, I was like, was it difficult? He's like, and you have to understand, like, he's like, he has a psychosis, like, So they're just like, okay, get him in the back, put his headphones on, let him play PlayStation for 5 hours. That'll calm him down, and then, do that for the show, get him up on stage, and so, but Rob Crow actually wrote a song about Wesley Willis. It's called Wesley Willis,
That's so dope.
But anyway, neither here nor there. We need to come up there, and don't they do it every year? Do they not do it every year?
So this is the first year that they're doing it, but Steph and Shane, who we went with, they said, like, hold on to your butts because it's a pain in the ass to get into the actual venue because of security. And I was like, yeah, whatever. It's fucking true. Like, we went through 3 people just to get to the venue, inside the venue, to the merch table. And then they were like, I don't think they were expecting like the crowd, the size of the crowd that came. And then they thought, oh shit, the after party, we're going to have to lock it in. But half of the people just went home. Yeah. So like the after party where it was literally just Zach playing guitar and occasionally bass, like there's maybe 50 people there. So we kept hearing like, you're going to have to show your hotel key because it was just for guests of the Stanley and like this sort of thing. But Shane and Steph, because they live in Estes, said that they just started doing it this last year because the guy who owns that part of the Stanley or like manages that part of the Stanley, he's like a big 90s guy. So he's only having bands that he liked from the 90s. Cool. And it's great. That's Everyone awesome. Is so stoked on it. So anyway, I'm just saying, like,
so are they going to start posting? Like, are they going to start posting dates? Okay.
Yeah. I talked to a couple of people that said that they're going to start like putting it out there a little bit more, but I think they wanted to just like sprinkle it in just to see like how many people would actually show up for it. And they are. I mean, it's a cool venue. The sound is a little whatever, like you should have seen the girl running sound. Tyson, you would have been like, what the fuck? Like, you're. She was stoned out of her mind. Like, I'd be real about it. But they still sound great. I think I was also on a high of just being up front and like talking to them and that sort of thing too. So
very cool.
Anyway. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on it. But that is a huge plug for Colorado.
Yes.
Everybody has to see a show there. Super fucking fun.
Cool.
Yeah, love it. Not as much as Red Rocks. Red Rocks is my favorite still, but
yeah, I mean,
it's still pretty badass.
It's like nature created Red Rocks, like it's not really.
Yeah.
Although a second close, would be the hotel that inspired, The Shining. So it's like, that's not bad.
Yeah,
it's not bad either.
Yeah, it's not bad either. Yeah. So that's all I've been up to. I feel exhausted just saying that. I swear to God, like that last weekend, Jonas was like, hey, my cousin Jay, who I love, and his wife and kids were in town on Sunday after we got back. Because like we immediately went to Boulder, did a movie, did Revolving Sushi. Like the weekend just never ended. And I was just like, I don't know if I can go. Like physically, I was just like, I need to crab and get into my hole and take a nap. But push through. Anyway. Do you guys want to do some headlines?
Sure.
Yes.
Yay! Headline of the week.
Here's my side headline. I got a little thing in our mail today. So if you've been following the podcast, my neighbor Dan, brain tumor, moved, blah blah. But in my mailbox today, there was a little thing saying, he's supposed to get a package. We want to deliver the package, but he owes 46 cents on the postage. I'm like, what is this? The 1950s? Like, what's going on? Cash on delivery kind of thing, like, I don't know. And so anyway, I was like, okay. So I put the little piece of paper outside with 50 cents, and I was like, well, maybe it's important. I don't know. It's not his address is not our address.
Yeah.
So I was just like, that's pretty weird, but whatever. So that's the intrigue. Follow up next week. That's right. Anyway. All right. Okay. All right. Headlines. God bless America. Hold on. I have one headline. It's ridiculous.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I have one headline.
That's a first.
Wow.
I was very busy with, like
that. I know you were. Yes.
I was doing stuff. Anyway,
being a good son.
This is from Kansas Reflector, which is kind of like the liberal press in Kansas, I guess. I've
run into that paper on occasion. Yes, I don't know where it's out of, but
I don't either.
Good stuff.
But yeah, it's not bad. Like as far as like like they'll point out stuff that's reprehensible and call it. And anyway, this is the headline: Kansas bill calls for communism classes, civics test amid claims of anti-Americanism in school.
Okay.
And so this is the opening paragraph. Kansas Republicans and a Palantir-backed, I don't know if you guys know what Palantir is. That's the AI owned by Trump's
Palantir.
Palantir, sorry, yeah.
Okay.
Palantir, yeah. Okay, so Kansas Republicans and a Palantir-backed think tank want to require students to learn about communist and socialist regimes and pass a civics exam to graduate, all in response to political skepticism by Gen Z. So I love it. I was like, are you American enough? I don't know. I'm Gen Z. Study this shit. Okay. I guess we will. And Senator Brad Starnes, who was my high school, I just noticed this, Senator Brad Starnes, who was my high school principal when I went to high school.
Oh, wow.
A Republican from Riley and former district superintendent introduced the bill Tuesday before the Senate Education Committee. He brought forward statistics: 19% of Americans under age 45 can pass the citizenship test. Yeah, okay. 47% of Americans 18 to 20 say they have a favorable view of communism, and a rising number of Gen Zs and millennials who believe the Communist Manifesto guarantees freedom and equality better than the Declaration of Independence. Technically correct, incorrect in the delivery. I get it. That's fine. Anyway, he got all his fucking shackles. His hackles shackled? I don't know. Anyway, so he brought, I'm sure he brought some chicken scratchings to the attorneys in the basement of the state capitol. And like, make this up, and so he did. And so anyway, they introduced it. They didn't pass it. It may still pass. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it passed. I will say one of the headlines I don't have is they passed the Bathroom Act in Kansas. Have you guys read about this?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Bathroom Act says that they have to police the bathrooms to make sure you have one penis equals one penis. You get to go in the room. One vagina equals one vagina. You get to go in the other room. Now, a giant clit is a point of contention. And if they look at a giant clit and they're not entirely sure, it has to be pointy. Like, it has to be long. It can't just be like, like huge. Like,
how are they going to decide this?
I don't know, but I like the idea.
They have ice outside bathrooms in Kansas. Fucking pull down your pants.
The amount of money that they're going to spend on this is
unbelievable.
Well, they're going to spend money enforcing this? Really?
Yeah, you have to hire people to monitor the bathrooms.
Bathroom monitors.
It passed, but they didn't pass
for like any public building or like
yes, at school and school.
Yeah.
What the? Well, I mean that's like the greatest jobs program in the history of the state. So you got that going, but like that's hysterical. I knew that they'd pass, but I didn't realize they were requiring places to like.
It's the New Deal.
Wow, that sounds like freedom to me. Yeah. Holy shit.
It's a New Deal for pervs, man. It's like, hey, what's your job?
It is.
I inspect vaginas and penises. What do you do?
You're right. Oh God, you're right. It's like if ICE was like too much talent at the top, then this is where you go.
So this is like that's the deal. If you can't get into ICE, here's a bad
thing. Yeah.
But
if you're a pedophile with a record, come on
in. Come on in. You want to look at little tiny hoochies? Go on in.
Oh my God.
Kansas will pay you for it. And it's so weird because they passed the law without actually even considering, like the cost.
Well, I know that's
effort,
true.
I mean, they do that all the time.
Shocker.
Yeah, but it's just like, okay, all right, that's a weird one. Anyway, so
shame on you, Kansas Republicans, you pieces of shit. Fucking Barb Wassinger, I'm looking at you. I'm friends with that woman. We go way back from community theater. All I gotta say is, if Barb ever sees this podcast, look at that, Barb. I have one fingernail painted. Does that piss you off? I know it does. She used to hate that shit. Take off the nail polish, Jess. No.
It's a weird one. Anyway, so that and I guess
it's fucked, man.
The other headline I read, or the other story I read, it's not much of a headline, so I didn't bring it up, but I read a story about what to do if you're in a restaurant and ICE comes in to do a raid. How to act as a restaurant manager, a restaurant employee, and as just a person being there. And all this stuff, it's like, it just tells you, like, know your rights, like X amount of stuff, like they have to have a warrant to go into a restaurant. ICE does. So, you can point that out. But if you are caught in any way, regardless of what level you are, if you work there, you're the owner, or if you're just hanging there, if you try to physically stop them or physically get in the way, that is considered an arrestable offense to law enforcement agents, even ICE agents. So they're like, don't do that. They're like, just wait till your day in court. Blah, blah, blah. It was really interesting. I was a little, because there were some ICE people. There were some ICE raids in Lawrence earlier this week.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
I saw some protests on Mass Street that were happening.
Well, they went to Checkers, which is this grocery store. like at 23rd and like Mass, it's
love Checkers. Oh man,
yeah, everybody does.
I haven't been there in forever. Yeah,
but they sometimes they'll get weird bayou shrimp for like incredibly cheap price, and that circulates among the community, and then they go out and buy it. But anyway, Langstrom's, I can't remember. Anyway. But yeah, like, so I was just like, wow. So they picked up 3 people who were just filming the raids and did something with them, I assume. I just ruined their day, essentially, is what.
Sure. Yeah.
And so but I was just like, wow, what a terrible. I was like, look, like, pick your battles, Ice, because Lawrence, Kansas. I know it's a good thought. You can make a big swing there, but that's not the kind of place that you want to. It's like Minnesota, it's like Minneapolis on steroids, and Minneapolis is already on steroids. So like Lawrence is just like, oof, that's worse. So
yeah.
So yeah, that was that happened. That happened when I was in Waukene, and yeah. So it kind of made the conversations about how good the dollar store is versus the grocery store like not really matter compared to the things that are going on but anyway I do want to plug Pizza Hut in Waukene. We went and ate there and that was fun.
Is it like it's not a classic Pizza Hut though, right?
It is. It's a classic.
It is. Okay.
It's like awesome. The one that was on Vine Street. The food isn't quite.
Do they still do a buffet?
They do not, but they do in Russell apparently. According to
I saw the billboard, and last time I was there, I really tried to get anyone that would come.
Are you serious? Oh my god!
Yeah,
I'm texting my sister-in-law.
$9.99. Yeah, there's the.
Oh my god!
Yes.
I'm yelling at her right now.
We used to do Matt and I used to go once a week in Topeka, maybe twice a week.
Oh, we did, yes.
If it was a bad week, maybe twice a week.
Twice a week, it was a bad week. We was twice a week a lot of the time.
It was. When we went to the Capitol, because there's a Pizza Hut right across the street from the Capitol, and they did that, and like it was funny. It was, like it's still the same. It was the same. Like it would be a swarm of people when they put out a new pizza.
Yeah.
And then they put out a pizza and it'd be like, oh, anchovies and peanut butter. I don't know. I'll just get it's fresh. Like whatever. So, anyway, those are my headlines.
Very good. Very good.
Fucking nailed it, Tice.
Peanut butter and anchovies. Those are my headlines.
Oh, that teared me up. Smith, you're up.
All right. I just have I'm not even. A lot of these are just screenshots. I didn't even read the whole article. I'm not gonna lie. It's called headlines. It's not called "Make You Smarter." It's called headlines. Make me make you smarter. Yeah, it's called headlines.
Reading optional.
This one, I don't know if you guys saw this. This was on. I think this happened on, it must happen on Sunday night. But outcry Royals BAFTAs after guests with Tourette's syndrome shouts the N-word at Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo. So the original article I read is it was one of those things where I woke up in bed and I couldn't fall back to sleep and I was just reading what's happening in the sad world. And but anyway, so I saw this headline and it said John Davidson yells N-word at Sinners producer and director. And I'm like, well, that sounds absolutely terrible. Why would someone do? Because the BAFTAs are like the British Academy Awards. I think that's even what it's called.
Yeah,
it's eventually the British highest honor to be bestowed the British filmmaker is the BAFTA. And but apparently, so this John Davidson guy has Tourette's, and so he is the real life basis for a movie who won an award about Tourette's. Now, a little bit of looking into Tourette's, and it can make you say weird words and have tics, but it doesn't make you a racist. And it's just this very weird. So anyway, it was kind of it was amusing to me because it was woke kind of ate itself. They couldn't be angry at the being racist because that would make them angry at the guy with the condition, and they their heads exploded. So they made this really weird apology. And I think pretty much everyone who knows what's up, yeah, that wasn't cool. It was I think it was obviously a publicity stunt. I think that's what it was. Because hey, guess what? I know who John Davidson is now, and I know there's this movie about a guy who's got Tourette syndrome. So anyway, I just found I was just that sounds like bullshit. Maybe not, but I'm about 95% sure that's bullshit. He just did that. So that's terrible. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. We got lots of pictures of doggies on here. Lots of pictures of doggies, Howie. Yeah, he's starting to get a little antsy. Let's see here.
Oh, good. I was just noticing that we have no none of our little our little audio things. Normally they have little bumps and stuff. none of our audio is doing this. So
mine's got
guys.
Oh, mine does too, Tice. We're good.
Good. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe you can hear us. Maybe you can. Maybe this is just for us, and kind of it is.
And that's fine. It always is a little bit for us. It's mostly for us. It's
mostly for us. Yeah.
Right. It's like we're but we like voyeurism, so it's like
one of my friends wants to start a podcast, and she reached out to me yesterday, and she's like, Jess, like what point of view do you guys have or whatever? And I go, not really anything. Hanging out.
Yeah.
Not sure that we're the best prototype if you're looking to get into the podcasting business.
154 episodes in, we have the loosest of schedules. It's like bullshit, headlines, plug. That's it. Like that's it.
Yeah. And we even established that format on air. So like there was no plan.
We just go. We riff a lot. This was
an artifact of COVID and being bored, not being able to do anything. So here we are, still bored, even though we can go outside. We don't want to.
You can thank the pandemic for this shit, everyone.
Oh, my bad ankles in this show. Thank you.
All right, I got a handful. Get through this real quick. This comes to us from Farmer's Guardian. Pork banned from theater's Peppa Pig show. The Grimsby Auditorium said it's made considerate gesture by removing pork products from the Peppa Pig performance at its venue. That's pretty nice.
That is nice.
It is nice.
Sends mixed messages to children, I think.
Well, it's like they don't ban human flesh from the snack.
That's true.
When there's
don't ban it.
So it's a slippery slope, everybody.
This one comes from Kentucky. That'll make sense here in a minute. Man found with pants down, covered in blood and fur. Accused of intercourse with a dead deer. Covered. So this is a bad, like, there's bad situations to get caught in. Like pants down is like, that's like a metaphor for a reason. It's because it's like the worst.
Yes.
No, pants down, covered in blood and fur.
Gross. Absolutely
very gross.
Beyond.
Very, very gross. I
will say that there's some video that exists of Queso Fresco pulling my pants down as I'm walking across the yard when I'm trying to get him to trot, and he's pulling my pants down because he likes to hold stuff in his mouth. And if he can't hold stuff in his mouth, he's going to hold your shirt or your arm sleeve or your pants, and your pants go down. And so there you go. So there's that. So there's that. Anyway, up next, Matt. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
What's the blood? I mean, I
don't think it was dead, and I don't think it was consensual. So yeah,
I probably wasn't dead, and I hope it wasn't having its menstruals. I don't know. Like his dogs get them twice a year. I don't know what deer do.
I did not want to dissect that headline.
Sorry, I was curious. Anyway.
Sorry.
The journalist in me. What's that song by TV?
You really did. You just got to get in there, fucking figure it out.
What's that TV on the radio song? There's a paper man. He's got a paper article plan. Anyway, sorry, go.
What else do you have, Smith?
Back and forth a little bit on this one. You're gonna have to look if you missed this. The video is really where the money is in this one. RFK Jr. is ridiculed as he promotes strange fitness initiative topless with Kid Rock. I think we were on this early because this was right up our alley. It's both of them like hanging out.
Lots of back and forth, between the three of us,
and pretty funny. This one comes from The Hill. Hegseth says he'll order random pizzas to throw off monitoring app. So apparently there's this phenomenon. I don't know if you guys have heard this, but like apparently in DC, like whenever they'll have like an influx of like a late night meeting or like when they're having war plans, they always order pizza and they have to order a shit ton of it because all these people are on standby. And so there's an app that like basically people can report in, and when those trends. So now Hegseth is going to, this is not an effective use of government funds at all, but they're going to order like decoy pizzas, I guess, every night. So anyway, good time to be in the DC area and own a pizzeria. Hegseth's got your back. Good stuff.
That's the best economy aside from the Dow being over 50.
Yeah. And apparently, I thought I had more than that. The only other thing kind of left unsaid is it's the State of the Union tonight.
State of the Union tonight. It's gonna.
Yay!
We were talking, which seems a little late. Seems a little late for a guy who is, you generally kind of sleepy about 12:45 p.m. every day. So it's going to be interesting.
Somebody said that I saw this thing today. Like somebody posted a Substack or something. It was like, yeah, he hasn't said anything crazy in like 2 days. Have they got him holed up somewhere, or is he going on like a, is he going, is he a eugenics trip where he's getting, beefed up, for health reasons, or is it they're just like, is he really just going to invade Iraq or Iran just to keep people not talking about the Epstein files? I don't know. So. Who knows?
Probably.
But Dawson did send us a little bingo card. So
that is going to be fantastic. I'm excited to do that.
I am too.
Excellent.
You have to go to the basement, Tyson.
I have to go to the basement. I have to go to the basement and watch it. I told she's like, I don't want to watch it. And I was like, and I just got on a ketamine trip and I was like, hey, my brain was kind of all over the place. And I was like, yeah, don't you want to watch a president crash and burn like in front of the State of the Union? Like, wouldn't that be fun? And like he had said that he was going to fly the hockey players, the U.S. hockey men's players, and
the women hockey players too, and they said, "Go fuck yourself." The whole phone call.
Were you going to talk about that, Dawson? Because we should talk about that. That was one thing.
We can talk about it now because I really would like to shit all over Kash Patel as well.
Oh my God! So for those, we got to the whole USA men's hockey victory was nice for about 45 minutes, and then all of a sudden there's these images of them partying with Kash Patel. I'm like, what fucking losers! That's what a big
dorks.
Loser you are if you're partying with Kash Patel. I'm like, what are they? Yeah. And of course, that's what a dork that guy is, right? He he injects himself because he's the fucking director of the FBI. It's like, what is happening? But he's Kash Patel and he's a little dork, Howie. Settle down, buddy. I know Howie is his fraud.
Howie's on top of it. I know. I feel you, buddy.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? Kash Patel is such a bitch.
Such a bitch.
I think it was kind of funny that because those guys were like partying. The video made it look like they were like, a few of them were in the back being like, what the fuck, and I expect hockey players to drink a beer after winning any game.
I'm trying to give them the benefit of a doubt of you just won gold. You're at the fucking Olympics.
Oh my guys.
An adrenaline rush. But
guys,
Kash Patel
has no teenage girls on any island. You don't need to spend time with him. You got to work your way down the ladder.
And then the president called them because they beat Canada, and they're all making this huge thing about beating Canada. It's like, oh my God, shut the fuck up. And it wasn't, so I'm gonna take away from the victory because fuck those guys. This was the first year they could bring back NFL players. So of course it was gonna be USA. Canada. So it's not heroic. It's not the 1980 Kurt Russell miracle
it's
bullshit.
Not a miracle on ice.
It's it's the opposite of that. It's Kash Patel in it's gross. Anyway, so
it's embarrassing. It's just more embarrassment for this fucking country.
And then Trump made a joke about Oprah. I have to invite the women's team. It's like, oh, you're my dumb uncle from 70 years. Oh my God! It was the dumbest joke. They're all laughing and. So anyway, fuck those guys. But congratulations, Team USA, the females. Hard-deserved victory, well-deserved.
Jabberjaw supports you. Those guys can go fuck themselves.
We do.
With their hockey sticks. Sorry.
Hold on. Let's just we support all gold medal athletes. We don't support bronze athletes that apologize for cheating on their wives during their announcement. We don't do that. But everyone else, good for you. It's fine. You live in Kazakhstan.
Tyson is Mr. Olympics.
I am Mr. Olympics.
He is.
Yes. I was disappointed. I was happy for them, and then I was sad for me. Which happens so often.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I was just like, man, you guys, like, and they're like dumb shits, but like, you would think that like that's what's terrifying is like, I mean, yeah, there were probably a few in the background, but like the vast majority of them were totally cool with it.
Oh, they were totally into it.
And I'm sorry, but if you're a young person, I mean, they're fucking morons. Let's be frank about it. They're probably fucking morons. And
they are
full of chiclets.
They are 2 weeks away from being an ICE agent, basically.
They really are.
No, I mean
that's true. That's fucking true.
Those assholes you went to high school with who became cops, that's the same group.
Yeah.
They just don't have to wait to like finish college. You can just go right into the
slip it right in. Yep.
Speaking of Epstein's Island,
what if they have like a young like for like Boy Scouts? Maybe they should do like that, like a youth ICE like organization that you can get kids involved as low as like 12 years old into.
Oh,
that seems like a great idea.
Yeah.
Where we're going. Yeah. All right. Anyway, that's my headlines and some bullshit that happened. Dawson, do you have anything more appropriate?
Yeah, I know. God damn it. All right, where are we starting? Actually, we're going to start with a submission from Anna Towns.
Very nice.
Super fan of the podcast. Thank you, Anna. This comes to us from kpax.com. Actually, I found the article, but Anna sent me a very funny announcement from the Granite County Sheriff Office that I would like to read you all instead. Basically, this headline, if I may, it's man given DUI after driving to pay fine at Granite County Sheriff's Office. So this fucking 25-year-old idiot was arrested for getting a DUI. He went to the office to pay his fine. He was high, and so they basically, arrested him. This is hilarious. So the Granite County Sheriff's Office said, this whole press release. And at the end of it, they said, if you decide to drink excessively or smoke marijuana, do not drive. Call for a ride. The sheriff's office will be happy to help. And they even added a little cute little AI emoji thing. But it said, if you drive to the sheriff's office intoxicated, alcohol or drugs, you will be arrested for a DUI. If you drive here with a suspended or no license, you will get a ticket. If you enter the sheriff's office with a warrant, you will be arrested. It was fucking great. Anyway, I highly recommend people read that. Thank you, Anna. We appreciate your service to the podcast.
KPAX, is that what you said? KPAX?
KPAX.com.
Okay.
Yeah. PAX. Yeah.
Wasn't that like a Kevin Spacey movie in the early 2000s? Remember that K-Pax?
I think you're right.
Not some weird robot kid? Anyway, I don't know. It doesn't make it okay that he's a robot kid.
Still getting residuals from that.
I don't know, probably.
We'll never know.
Probably.
Maybe.
He's still in hiding in Belize or something, isn't he? Didn't he pop up and write a weird
recently,
op-ed?
Though? Yeah, he did, and he said he would love to play Jeffrey Epstein. I was like, of course you would.
Somebody probably let that happen. Yeah,
I mean,
I think they will.
He played Jeffrey Epstein in American Dream. Have you guys seen that movie? The one with the dancing bag. Is it not American Dream?
American Beauty.
American Beauty. There you go. That's the one I'm thinking.
The dancing bag. I was like, oh yeah, I'm with you. That's all you said, dancing bag. I'm like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I fucking love Tyson on a K treatment. This is like a whole fun little roller coaster ride for everyone. All right. Next comes to us from metalsucks.net. Jimmy Eat World does surprise show at Arby's. Smith, I really feel like you should talk about this because this is a great show out of a place that you frequent.
I was going to say I'm a big Jimmy Eat World fan.
Have you guys been to this Arby's by chance in Daytona Beach in Florida?
So that's the crazy thing. So an Arby's in Daytona, you think you might know Arby's. You think you might know Daytona Beach, but an Arby's in Daytona Beach is a whole different animal. I would not recommend eating there, but if I
or being there,
that is kind of awesome though.
It is awesome.
I think it's great that the guys played there. They announced their Bleed American 25th anniversary tour at the show. The clips are fucking great. I just thought of you guys the whole time. I was like, of all the fucking Arby's in all the world, like Jimmy World had to fucking pick this one, and we weren't there. All right, that sucks, but you know, it is what it is.
I would
Such
have
is
been
life.
chill, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Yeah. I would have been great.
Yeah.
I hope they were throwing out steak nuggets into the audience for people.
You know, and I'm sorry. That's to bring up a sore subject. I really let you guys down on the steak nugget things.
Yeah.
I did not know how limited of a time we actually had.
No.
It was, they're gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
So I don't know. So if
our resident Arby's investigator shit the bed, it's fine.
I was not. Yeah, I will. We'll see. We'll see. Well, I promise.
Full disclosure, I've been in the car with Matt Smith where he goes to Arby's. He's like, "You want anything?" I'm like, "No." He goes, "I'll have 5 cheddar ham and cheddars and 2 mozzarella sticks." I'm like, "What a weird thing to do to your body," but go ahead, buddy. It's all good.
I used to love those fucking things, and I would get multiples for the week. Is that part of your strategy?
No, yes, because like it like nothing like so they reheat amazingly well, right? And I only really go to Arby's when they do.
I am with you.
Yeah,
I would do that at the Hayes Arby's all the time.
But I'm a cheap bastard. But like Arby's is expensive, so you got to go when they do like the 4 for $10 or whatever. So it's really an economics of scale kind of thing.
We stopped at McDonald's in Salina on the way home, and he goes. And he's like, order from the app. It's how you save money. I'm like, oh, okay. And so, like, I didn't know any of that stuff. So we ordered McDonald's today from the app, and whatever. And
my brother's on. You want
to guess what he ordered? Go ahead.
From McDonald's?
Yeah. Okay,
it's not the McRib. McRib isn't back yet, right?
It's not so much what he ordered; it's what he didn't eat. He ordered 2 McCrispy sandwiches or chicken sandwiches and 2 double cheeseburgers. And then I heard him being like, he was talking to the app. Well, he's like,
talking to the app.
You go, fine, I'll order some
cursing.
You're like, fine, I'll order some apps. I'll order some
I feel like you're revealing secrets that don't need.
But anyway, I got my food. I ate it. And I was like, do you want anything? He's like, no, I'll just eat it later. And I was like, what? And he's like,
Smith. I'm with Smith on this one. Because I will over order to stick that shit in the fridge. And if I know I'm hanging out with a friend, it's great drunk food.
Thank you. I feel like
that.
But I mean, isn't it scientifically proven that McDonald's food, if left out in the open air, will turn to plastic in like 25 minutes? And I was like,
no, you can eat that shit 2 years from now. It's fine.
It's
2 years. That's what RFK Jr. says. And
this is that. So this is that.
You guys stop listening to that guy. He gets in hot tubs in it with his fucking jeans on.
Oh yeah, that was very good.
Sorry, Matt goes. He finally goes, yeah, you know what? I'll eat one of those sandwiches. And I was like, what do you want? He's like, it doesn't matter.
That's also another perk because you're road tripping, right? And then you don't have to pull off I-70 again. You got a fucking little burger in the back.
Toss me a burger, Tyson. Toss me another burger, man.
Moment.
That's road tripping.
You know what? Here you go.
Exactly,
you go, bro.
Got it. I got a 3/4 full tank of gas and a bag full of burgers. Like, let's hit this shit. Like, we're in good shape.
I got an Einstein's bagel back.
Live in the spirit of the moment.
Oh man, that killed me. That's good stuff. God damn. I do love a good road trip with these guys. Just the FOMO is real.
We literally talked the entire time until we got to Topeka, and it was like, oh shit, it's been like 4 hours. Like I was just like, holy fuck.
It was nice.
We talked so much from Joaquin to Hayes, he missed his exit to his parents' house.
I'm telling you, the bromance is alive and well.
Hey, there's only one proper exit into Hayes, Kansas, and that is through the peanut.
There is. It's true.
Doesn't count if you take those other. Exciting local news.
Don't take the peanut exit. Take the exit before the peanut.
Then
you don't have to miss with them. Okay.
That's the one. The other one. That's the one I usually take. Whatever the one that you go to the
that one's so easy. Like nobody is around. One. Like you can go as fast as you want. Like that one's perfect.
But again, what was like?
For our international listeners, please enjoy this factoid about Hayes.
Yeah, the 2 people in Ireland that occasionally listen to us. we still don't fucking know.
That was the big news. Is the bypass is getting a stoplight. There's a stoplight there.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, there's a stoplight there.
That is big news.
It was not active, but it was in progress.
God damn it! So. I knew it was drawing attention because it's a great exit. Anyway, I could go off on that until tomorrow. Tyson's like, move on.
No, I don't care. I have my brain screwed up today. I'm so good.
It's wonderful. It's fantastic. But I have a couple more. Shia LaBeouf. Oh, this comes to us from The Guardian. Shia LaBeouf arrested on battery charges in New Orleans during Mardi Gras.
Poor guy.
This guy, I feel for him. He's just out there. He's an aggressive fucking ass. Hurt people. Story as old as time. But I am kind of laughing at some of it and the outfit choices. So I highly recommend people check that out.
Didn't he do a thing where like he had a thing as an apology to Hollywood, and he did like an in-artist person like performance where he couldn't talk and people could just ask him questions and he would like either cry or. Do you remember this?
Was this the one where there was like a camera outside of the Moving Images Museum in Queens?
I thought it was in LA, but it could have been in Queens. Yeah,
I think it was in Queens, but he ended up going to it and then he got into a fight with somebody.
I feel like he is our generation's Nick Cage without good press. You know, like I feel like
nailed it, dude.
I feel
That's
bad for
perfect.
him. Yeah.
Perfection. Yeah, I know. I feel bad for him too, but
I mean,
not that much.
We can never.
There are so many videos of him like out on Bourbon Street at places I have frequented, and he's got his hand down girls' pants, like making out with everybody.
Oh, no.
He like dumped Mia Goth like a day before he went to Mardi Gras, and now he's got his dick swinging all over the place there. So whatever, swinging dicks, swinging fists. Shia LaBeouf, actor,
humanitarian actor.
This next article comes to us from blabbermouth.net. I'm all about the .nets this week.
Yes, nice.
William Shatner announces new all-star metal album featuring 35 handpicked metal icons. Oh my God, everybody, get fucking ready. This is so great. You should also read this because it talks like so many great quotes from Shatner, like metal has always been a place where imagination gets louder. Oh, he's brilliant. And he also talks about Nuclear Messiah. When Nuclear Messiah came into my life, something just clicked. I mean, this guy's going to be making an album with like Megadeth guitarists, Zakk Wylde. Like there are some like notable fucking dudes. Henry Rollins is going to be on it. I'm super pumped.
Me too.
Sign me up.
Anything he does, it's fine. I mean, I feel like he's kind of like totally ripping off Dolly Parton. Because didn't Dolly Parton do this 2 years ago? Like she made a
yeah, but you know what? I don't know. It's Shatner. This guy eats fucking cereal out of a bowl in his car while he's driving. He doesn't fucking care.
That's true.
And I like that.
Yeah, that's true.
More power to him.
It's gonna be fun.
It is. And if he does a live performance, by God, we're going.
We're going.
Fucking that is a Jabberjaw Investigates if we've ever known one. All right. So a couple more. This comes to us from NBCnews.com. I'm sure you guys have seen this. This has captivated my heart and just imagination. Punch the Monkey, initially an outcast, finds friends and the internet support. Have you guys been watching this little guy?
I had not seen anything about it until I watched The Daily Show this week, earlier today, and they did a whole bit about it, like a little comic bit about it. I did not know about Punch the Monkey, nor his terrible problems, but God bless him. He seems like a good.
I know this little Japanese monkey. He like bless those zookeepers and their hearts for getting him a little IKEA monkey to keep him company because his bullshit mother said, "Go fuck yourself." And he has just been dragging this little fake monkey friend around. And it is like the cutest, most heartbreaking thing you've ever seen. But he has started to get some friends. He started to fight back. What a sweetheart. It's the best distraction from all of the chaos in the world I've seen in a long time. So love you, little guy. I hope you find some peace and a new mama. All right. So, and rest in peace to Jesse Jackson, who died. Yes. I know I'm the Grim Reaper of the podcast, but that was sad news bears. And then Robert Duvall died too, 95 years old.
Yes.
Fuck.
You could have told me that guy was
Dove, man.
You could have
told me
that guy was 150 years old 20 years ago, and I would have been like, "Yep, yeah, sure, yeah, totally bite."
Guy's a fucking
guy, and always good in almost every single damn thing he did.
Agreed.
Also, Robert Carradine died today too.
Oh, I saw that.
Known for his work. His work in Revenge of the Nerds, which is one of my all-time favorite movies.
Fuck. How old was he? He wasn't that old.
Like 71. Yeah,
I guess he had like bipolar for the last 20 years, and he's been
really
fighting it. Yeah, which is a tough one to fight because you fight yourself in bipolar. It's a tough one. But
was his dad David Carradine? Is he David Carradine's son?
I want to say.
I guess I always assumed that, but I never.
I think he is the son of David Carradine. Because David Carradine would have been like 90 something or so. This year.
Didn't David Carradine have a shitload of sons? Am I getting that wrong?
He probably. Yeah. I mean, he was kung fu, so
he had a shitload of wives.
That's what I'm saying. I think he did have a lot of kids.
I mean, he kept the Tarantino train going for years.
So Robert Carradine is his half brother, actually.
Oh, it's his half brother.
So not his son; it's his half brother. So.
Okay.
The black sheep of the family. What wasn't he on like a children's show, right? Like Sister.
Lizzie McGuire.
Lizzie McGuire. Okay, yeah.
Which
I never watched, but
I didn't either. But had that one girl
Dawson
in it.
Did.
Tice, what the fuck?
Sure.
Look. Just like I know Matt watched Good Burger.
I'm
I know
younger than you guys, but not that young. Jesus.
Sorry,
breaking my balls here.
She knew
breaking
I
my balls.
Good Burger. I was a little old for Good Burger. I was much more of a
It feels like a Matt Smith like on Target show.
I mean, Keenan and Kel have their place in my heart, but
that is true.
Still going strong.
Well, that's
what happened with those two, by the way. What was the beef there?
No,
I don't know because I know. Well, yeah, and I think like even it seems like within the last like 10 years or so, like. Keenan Thompson did something like with
they had Kel on SNL because one of the guests was a huge Keenan and Kel fan. He wanted to do a bit where they had Kel on there and Keenan played Keenan. I guess
maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. Anyway,
I don't remember who it was. I'm sure it was somebody very important.
I don't know who was Lizzie McGuire? That was who was the girl? Like she that's
that was
child star. Which one of them was it?
Gomez? I don't know.
No, it wasn't Gomez. It was Hillary Duff.
Wasn't it
Hillary Duff?
That's correct, yes.
And the only reason I know that is because one of my gays that I went to college with, Brandon, is obsessed with her. Obsessed. I don't know anyone else. He's probably president of her fan club. It's insane.
I remember one time when we met you. Wow, this is out of nowhere. I said something nice about Lindsay Lohan, and you were like, and you and girls were like, "Oh, she's trash. She sucks compared to Hillary Duff." And I was like,
that sounds like us.
Where's that coming from? I was like, "What is that? Is that a thing?"
Grubbs and I would get like really fucking angry about stupid shit a lot, unless somebody like brought up Strangers with Candy, and then we were like, "Yep, that's pretty all right. Let's go watch some episodes." And then I was always like a good 15-20 minutes late to work at Taco Shop because I didn't want to leave her basement. Good times.
I said something along the lines of like, well, and we can. I was like, Lindsay Lohan's, is hotter than Hillary Duff, and I remember the ice cold stare. I was like, holy shit! I was like, what is this?
Yeah, but Tyson. Okay, to our credit, you like to just ruffle feathers in general. That's like really, truly like one of your superpowers. You like figure out how to needle some. Questionably crazy women, and then it's just like watch the fireworks. It's fun and hilarious.
It is fun.
Every once in a while I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway,
I don't get to do
love you, buddy.
Anymore.
That's why I'm glad you had like free reign at the fucking Sip and Spin to try to work your wiles on.
She just sat there and listened to me for a while, and she's like, well, that's the most original thing anyone's ever said to me here. And I was like, I'll take it. Whatever. She's like, most people's speeches are terrible. I'm like, yeah.
Tyson Dynast, the most interesting man in the Sip and Spin.
and we're at the queue, yeah. Should we do plugs?
Yes, we should. Oh my god, I'm dying. This whole episode, I'm like crying from laughing. Okay.
I don't really have a whole lot. I watched The Burbs twice on Peacock. Once because Beth and I watched it, and then we watched 2 episodes, and the next day we just busted through it. And the second episode, and then I watched it with my family when we were back home. It's really good. It's all women writers.
How's Paula in it? Is she a writer on it too?
She is not.
Or does she just act in it?
She's
okay.
just an actor. And no, the writing's really good. It's funny. It's more like Desperate Housewives than it is like The Burbs the movie. The Burbs the movie is
different.
One of my favorite movies. This is more like it's a murder. There's a lot of murder mystery stuff going on in the town.
Okay.
But it's definitely worth watching. It's funny, the acting's really great. Blah blah blah.
Okay.
I had never heard of this band. I love their name. They're called Never Felt Bitter. That's the name of the band.
Ooh,
and they released a single called "To Be So Cool," and it's a great slice of American pop punk / post punk emo. Not emo. It's too upbeat to be emo. But anyway. They just released that. They released the video on Friday, and I just happened to watch it, and I just really enjoyed it. The singer Lorde, I've been bugging these guys about this. She covered the Replacements song "Swinging Party" down the line. There's a recorded version, and there's an acoustic version of her playing it. Both are on YouTube. The acoustic version is pretty great, gotta say.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so today I got my ketamine treatment. And it was a very strange kind of day. And anyway, and I was just sitting there being like, I haven't enveloped myself in a long time. Mm-hmm. So I listened to De La Soul is Dead, De La Soul's second record. And it is like an envelope just surrounds you for 48 minutes. It is one of the best listening experiences I can possibly give you. You totally enter their universe, and I would have plugged this when I was probably 19 or 20 when it came out, and it references the first record, and it's just really good. So if you've never listened to De La Soul is Dead, do yourself a favor, take some hallucinogenics, or if you can't do that, turn your phone off, turn your television off, put your earbuds in, close your eyes, and just envelop yourself in this world of a record, because that is literally what it is. They bring you in completely, and the juxtaposition is so amazing in the way they do things. And not to go off a little bit, but I'm going to, because
I mean, you should. I have questions about your experience.
The weird thing about that record is there's a bunch of singles on that record. Millie Pull Santa on Pistol, Oodles Oh, but the way that they put the record together, and this is Prince Paul, who is the producer. He produced their first record. Kind of makes it into, it's not a rock opera, but it is definitely like, and the entire time you're listening to it, you're just enveloped in what I would call this warmth. And then when they want to pull you out of the warmth, they can with production tricks. And it's just but if you can just listen to it and not pay attention to anything else, close your eyes and just listen to the world they build. And the whole thing that's going, there's 5, they call it skits. And there's 5 skits, and basically some asshole found the De La Soul record in a trash, and they're playing it and they're talking about it as it's being played. So it's meta on meta. It's super interesting.
Oh shit! Yeah,
very weird, but highly, highly recommended. Just a really great record. So that's it. And I don't think I have any unplugs. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
No unplugs.
I might. Let me think about it.
All right. All right. Well done, Tice. I need to listen to De La Soul. It's been a minute.
Listen,
I think I got a little pissed off because when we were in Indianapolis, and then the show got canceled, and I was like, oh,
I will say that like that record, if you can just turn your phone off or put it down and just put your headphones in, close your eyes, sit in a dark corner, whatever, and just let that record happen to you, it is unbelievable. His theater is unbelievable. Just an amazing record, and it bangs. So I mean, it was very weird to have someone come in.
It bangs.
It's very weird to have someone come in to check my pulse and whatnot because I'm on these drugs, in mid treatment, and I'm doing one of these things, which you can't see, but I was definitely doing it. So, yeah, great record. De La Soul's dead.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right.
Matt.
Good shit, Smith.
I didn't have any, and I remembered something. Ball. Hold on.
I think you should plug the McDonald's Matt. Matt plugged the McDonald's app and explain to them what he explained to me.
My brother would plug that shit too.
Explain.
So I will. So I told Tyson this story about a conference call. My friend Ryan Duell told me this anyway, and so I can't remember who told me this, but anyway, long story short, basically they straight up admitted they're like, well, we could lower prices because fast food's expensive now.
Stupid.
It's expensive. Stupid expensive.
Yeah. $26 for 2 meals.
And so they've done the.
No shit.
Oh yeah. So they've done the work, and they said, yeah, we could lower prices, but we know that, the number of sales that it would increase wouldn't offset just charging higher prices. So they basically said, so we're not going to do that, but we've got the app for our budget-minded customers, which I guess means customers who care what they pay for something, which seems like it should be most of us, but I know that's not true. So anyway, so I am a budget-minded consumer. I'm like, ooh, I can add one of those for $1. It's like I'm losing something, even though I know I'll probably never eat that thing that I bought for $1. It's just what's the lost sunken cost fallacy, something like that. Anyway, it's the McDonald's app. Something I'm going to be known for this if I can write it down. But no, I like the McDonald's app. I'm going to plug. So here's what I'm going to do. Thank you, Tyson. You really handed me a win here. So plug the McDonald's app. I'm going to plug. Obviously, this would be pretty obvious. The Arby's app, pretty good.
Is it good? I don't know. I never use any of that.
As far as offers and stuff,
things that
you can
find me the iOS engineers that led the apps.
Well, I thought I had a misconception, which Matt disproved in the car, and I saw it happen today in real life, which was I thought when you ordered it, if you're waiting in the line or you're driving up or whatever, they would make the food ahead of time and then just hand it to you, and they don't. They actually ask for your code. They get your code.
Oh.
They recognize your phone because they've got that thing set up.
But I think that's probably a really common misconception because Arby's, at Arby's, it's different. You select a time, right? You say it, so they will make it. And if you don't get there until whenever, it's just old. So yes, you have to be a savvy consumer with these. They'll trick you. But no, those are probably the top two. If I could only have 2 fast food apps in the world, I think those would be the top 2.
Chipotle, I do use Chipotle.
Chipotle for convenience factor. Yes.
I like the Chipotle app is great.
Even our ghost kitchens around here, they kind of suck, but I still use it because it's an easy way to get out of making dinner. So,
so in addition to
DoorDash for the win,
apps,
I'm on that shit all the time. Sorry.
This is a mild plug. This is on HBO. I don't know if it's officially on HBO or the Max or whatever, but it's called A Dark Room in Glitterball City, Murder, Secrets, and Scandal in Old Louisville.
That's next on my list.
Pretty good. It's about a murder case in kind of I guess this is a common thing because Kathy said we have one in Indianapolis, but apparently they have kind of these older Victorian, gay neighborhoods where and there's fountains and they're just kind of these communities. Anyway, it's about one of the couples and they get up to a murder. It's pretty good. My soft unplug, I'm really not committal on anything here this week, so we got to get this is except for fast food, is The Fall, which is on Netflix. I think it's a brand new movie. It's about, like I said, it's a soft unplug. It sort of saved itself. It's about this young woman who is dating this asshole guy because her dad doesn't like him, and he falls to his death. I hope I didn't ruin anything for people, but I think you probably see that in the trailer. Anyway, she's been traumatic.
Nothing ruined here.
Been traumatized because her asshole, as soon as he's dead, her dad was the guy was kind of a dick. We find out anyway. I'm not going to spoil it.
Okay.
She and her friend, she's all depressed because her asshole boyfriend fell to his death because they were free soloing, and but that like happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's about this misadventure that she and a friend go on one afternoon, and it's kind of weird. They call it a thriller.
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
Okay.
It was just on Netflix. It's called Fall. And so,
Have either one of you?
Oh, I keep seeing that thumbnail pop up.
yeah,
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
That's how we fell for it. So yeah, so I don't, so to speak.
So don't fall for it.
Don't
Ayo.
fall. And with
Well,
that,
unless you love free solo.
Yeah, doing it.
The world should just be allowed to take a kidney from you if you make that bad of a joke. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's like, nope, you have to give this back. You have to give back something. You take it away.
This guy,
give us your thumb.
Convicted elk fucker, but he deserves to live more than you do. He needs a kidney. So there you go.
That's okay. Fair enough.
Now, I do have a question for you too, because there's a show that I'm
elk fucker.
I think from now on, I'm going to be like, this is being saved for the basement. That's shorthand for this. I have to watch this alone. But it's called Trash TV. It's about the heyday of.
I have seen.
Have you watched that? Is that worth watching?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I've seen the trailer for it to specify. Yeah. Okay. So, but it's on the list. Yeah. Because I love trash TV.
I did too. I used to watch it. There was a new guy I noticed when I was working the state. I was staying home, and there was a guy who I don't remember his name, so this is going to be completely worthless. But he yelled out the gate as much as the guests did, but in a sympathetic way. It was very strange. You guys probably don't know what I'm talking about. I don't think he ever rose the ranks to Sally Jesse Raphael or anything like that. But anyway, sorry, Matt, you were doing your plugs. Are you done?
Oh no, I'm done.
You're done.
Oh my God. Yeah. Sorry. No. I cared for nothing else this week.
I guess not. Right. So my first plug is a documentary short on Netflix called All the Empty Rooms. You guys heard of this?
No.
This? It follows news correspondent Steve Hartman and photographer Lou Bopp as they embark on a 7-year-long project to document the empty bedrooms of children killed in school shootings.
Oh.
I know. I've been putting it off for fucking ever, but this is how dedicated I am to the Oscar nominations list. I'm ticking them off, gentlemen. Yeah, and that was one of them, and it was hard as fuck to watch. And it's only like 20 minutes long. I swear to God, I was just like, this is terrible, crying. Like, anyway, fantastic at the same time. So you got to be in a mood. Check it out. It's wonderful. And also terrible.
You will be in a mood when you watch it.
You will be in a mood afterwards. And you will have terrible nightmares. Anyway, still check it out. Also on Netflix, this is probably my favorite plug of the past week. There's a new doc series called Reality Check about America's Next Top Model. Did you guys ever watch this bizarro show?
I watched like the first.
Tyra Banks.
I watched like the first season for some reason in like 2004 or something. It was a long ass time ago.
I feel like I watched it because it was constantly on The Soup with Joel McHale.
Oh yeah.
Constantly on The Soup.
No doubt. It is beyond fucked up what Tyra Banks and the rest of the producers did to these women. I used to love the show, but now looking back, I'm like, what kind of fucking brain did I have back in the day to miss all of this shit? I mean, she was having, like, for example, and I'm not ruining anything, but she did this twice because they kept trying to push the envelope in terms of like what sort of photo shoots the models were going to do every week. And she was like, okay, so today we're going to switch ethnicities. She fucking did it twice. 2 different seasons.
Wow.
And here's the magic of this doc series. Tyra Banks is probably one of the craziest people on the planet.
I think that's fair.
One of my good friends, Lance, and I constantly send memes back and forth to each other of just how nuts she is. Because Lance is now a therapist, and I'm like, how would you diagnose this bitch? She's out of her mind. But she doesn't apologize for shit. Absolutely nothing. It is like a classic case of narcissism like I've never seen in my life. You guys have to watch it so we can talk about it. There's so many things.
I might watch it because she's crazy. She's
like,
legit
is she in
crazy.
It? I mean, obviously she's
Tyra
in
Banks,
it, but like
they're interviewing her in it. They got interviews out of her.
So
and
this
she's
was
wearing
like one of those
weird, like trench coat the whole time, and you just think she's like an evil old villain. And she is. She just comes across as this crazy bitch. Like, I'm owning it. Like,
so it's one of those
but
ones
I'm not
where
owning it.
Like she's participating and she doesn't realize how terrible she's coming
Bingo.
off. Which those are very good. Those are very good.
Those are,
fantastic. Yeah. And they also have the other hosts who weren't great, but you know, they've gone through therapy clearly, and life has shat on them in various ways. So there's a little more like self-awareness there.
Right.
But I mean, she fired these guys who are also in the documentary like halfway through the show's entire run. And so to hear their stories too, it's unbelievable. One of the Jays, if for people who watched it, he has had so much work done. It's kind of hard to watch his face because literally it's just so tight. And I'm pretty sure he got like a fake beard, like tattoo put on his face. Anyway, that part sucks. There's some other stuff. Anyway, you guys have to watch it. We have to talk about it. It is important because Tyra Banks is insane, and I cannot stop talking about her.
I'm pretty sure I can sell it, so I think we'll watch it.
Yeah, I mean, she came across as insane when she was hosting that show from the clips that I remember seeing. You know, like, I was like, oh, she's like gutter trash. Except that she's smoking hot, I guess. I was just like, wow, they let her talk.
She's crazy. What was the word that she invented? Smize, where you smile with your eyes. Like, she's absolutely bonkers.
She also did the fat suit thing. Remember that? And she cried about how she was treated differently.
Right. Yeah,
when she was fat, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so mean.
Her she wanted to be Oprah for a while. Do you guys remember her?
Tyra.
Yeah,
the Tyra
show. The Tyra.
That's what
show,
she did. The fat. That's where she did the fat suit. I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Ugh, awful.
All right, I'll watch.
Yeah, you have to watch it. Apparently, there's another documentary about America's Next Top Model coming out on E later this month because some of the people they didn't interview. Like a couple of the other judges and a couple of the other contestants. But like literally across the board, all of these models are like, I've been in therapy most of my life because of her. I have an eating disorder, like all kinds of crazy shit. And did they get like modeling contracts afterwards? Fuck no. So Tyra, great job. You didn't do jack shit for women like you thought you were. Anywho, moving on. I have a couple more plugs. This one I just watched on Saturday. Warmed my heart. I was so happy to see it. It's the Muppet Show revival on Disney Plus with host Sabrina Carpenter. Have you guys watched this yet?
Yeah, very good.
So good, right, Tice?
Very good.
It just brought back all the memories. Seth Rogen did an amazing job.
He did.
And
he's producing.
No notes.
You know, yeah. Like, I mean, it was just right. I mean, like, we were watching it and Beth was like, do you know this song? And she's like, is this an old song? I'm like, no, this is like her pop song. This is like, children watch this. And they're like, oh, that's cool. and to be fair, she is excellent in all of it. Sabrina Carpenter. She's
I don't even know who she is, and I loved her in it.
She's basically Dolly Parton's. She's the next generational Dolly Parton. Yeah, she's really good.
I'll let you say that.
Sure.
Well, it's the first episode, so it's like the pilot of the new
They're saying it's like a backdoor pilot. Like it's not officially a pilot, but they're trying to like get a full season.
Gotcha. Okay,
cool. But they put it back. It's just like the 70s show. They put it back in the theater. It's the same character, mostly the same characters. You know, the setup. They're putting on a show every week. It's
even some of the same jokes, like from the critics in the balcony. They say one of my favorite jokes from them of all time. It's not half bad. No, it's all bad. Ha ha ha! Like fucking great. Amazing.
That's cool.
And then just to plug a couple of the bands that we saw at the Stanley, Disheveled Cuss and Systems Officer on top of Pinback. If you haven't listened to Pinback, the end.
Are those offshoots of or just different bands?
So Disheveled Cuss is a completely different band, but the lead singer played a lot with Pinback that night. And then Systems Officer is Zach's band.
Okay. Right.
And he's put out a shitload of records. I wasn't even aware of. Jonas wasn't even aware of a couple of them too. So good stuff. It's a bit more mellow than Pinback, but still very enjoyable.
Not that anybody's going to care about this. Do they still have the original drummer from 3 Mile Island? 3 Mile Pilot, I think was the name of the band.
No, it's a different guy. It was a different guy, at least at the Stanley.
Okay,
so
right. Okay.
But they even had Tyson. You would have been like a little girl in a candy store. Like it was just so many vinyls. Like easily, you would have dropped some coins.
Well, you said
sure.
You sent the set list, and I saw that Walter went into Loro, and those are my 2 favorite songs. And I'm like, of course, that makes the most sense. If I was writing the set list, I would never not do those 2 songs separate.
Separate, yeah, like in that order. Yeah, agreed. I think Howie is unplugging the podcast.
I was really hoping that you could not. I figured these things were
actually. Howie's
I love it. It's adding a whole new element.
Why don't you just spoon feed him, buddy?
Wow, you were really. I'm really giving me some shit this week.
Catty bitch today. I know. I'm sorry.
He's like, it's time. It's time.
We wrap this up.
Man, I was like, maybe they can't hear that. No, the people here.
I don't have an unplug except for it seems to me if you only owe 46 cents on a package, the U.S. government should just suck it up and deliver the package and not give you.
I agree. I think that's kind of bullshit.
That's kind of my unplug. I know we're a long ways removed from the COD version of life, that happened in the 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s, according to the 800 commercials. But anyway, that's my unplug.
That's pretty good. Smith, do you have one?
I'll go with Tyson's general disdain for the postal office.
Yeah, that's fair.
That is a
love-hate relationship because that man loves mail like nobody's business.
I will say that Tyson's general disdain for the postal office is the name of my next.
I like that. That's a good band name.
It's a good. Yeah.
It is a good
band name.
I just have one, and I experienced it right before the podcast. So generally, like if you're walking around a trail and somebody is trying to pass you, it's like the rules of the road. Fucking slow down. Let me pass you. I'm walking faster. Stop. But I will say the lake right by our house, these assholes fucking speed up and they're with their pets. And I'm like, what are you doing? You're going to slow down again. It's going to get real awkward. I had a really awkward,
real awkward,
almost heated conversation with this woman who kept doing it. And I was like, what are we doing here? Are we going to hold hands? Are we going to walk together? I don't know.
That's like the walking equivalent of like when you try to pass somebody and then like they speed up to your speed. Like it's
exactly that.
That's
it
insane.
Is exactly that. It is insane.
Oh my goodness.
Completely uncalled for. Get your shit together, walkers of Colorado.
I felt
that's
like
my PSA.
That's not bad, and I don't disagree, but I will say that is the most like middle-aged white woman thing you've said all day. So good for you.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. I
know you would be like, "Hey, how are you?"
White women bring a lot of truth to the world, Tyson. You forget that.
With a practiced hand, right? They know how to fucking talk to a manager or get shit done. And to be fair,
all right, we're entering Karen territory with all this talk.
Yeah, but I have a good friend of mine, and his wife. He got the wrong food at the queue one time we were eating there, and she's like, "Is that what you ordered?" And he's like, "No, it's fine." She goes, "No, it's not what you ordered." And he's like, "No, it's fine." She's like, "No,
oh man,
I'm
that's
gonna
go." Midwest guy
she gets up and she goes, and he just looked at me and smiled. And he's like, "That's what wives are for." And I was like, "Did you orchestrate that?" And he's like, "I didn't orchestrate it, but I enjoyed it." And I was like, "Okay."
Whoa, that's awesome! Oh, I love that story. Fabulous. I hope that guy never changes. That is a cute relationship.
He won't.
All right, Howie is done with us.
Yeah, Howie's
fine. We're not done with Howie.
That's true.
But
I will say, having met him and having met Matt, that he is in fact a good boy.
Oh my god! I can't wait to be able to say that. You're a good boy.
He's a sweetie. In fact, he got mad at me, like he was yelling at us, and then I would pet him, and he'd be like, or scratch him, and he'd be like, "Okay, I'm good." And then I wasn't good enough.
I've never seen a more smiley dog in my life.
I wasn't good enough that I was petting him. Then Matt looked at him, and Matt goes, "What?" And he's like, "Do I need to pet you?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's very spoiled. He's very spoiled.
I don't think
Tyson,
should be.
It's like I hold it with like when Kathy and I like treat him like the little prince that he is. There's no one here to judge us, but when you do it in front of people, they're like, God damn, like you really got one over on us. That's okay.
He does.
Oh my god.
Anyway, how
I adore it.
He's good now. We talked about him. That's all he really wanted for the last 90 minutes. Just to talk
I was going to say, just a little attention. I like that Howie's a bit of a diva. That's awesome. We're going to get along great.
Oh, there we go. Good podcast, buddy. Good podcast.
Yeah. Good podcast. Yeah. Good podcast.
That's a good boy.
All right.
That's a good boy.
That's a good boy. That's a good podcast. Oh, we gotta make some t-shirts like that with Howie's face on it. All right. Oh, there it is. Hi, buddy.
Hi, buddy. He's like, where's the food, asshole?
So sweet. All right. He's like, yeah, okay. I still want to go. Always a pleasure, gentlemen. Always.
Good to see you
both.
Bye.
You too. Bye.
Oh, we named figured out. Oh, you can play. I figured out what to say to Queso when he gets in trouble. Queso Wheeler Fresco, get your ass back in there right now. That's his thing. Anyway, this is one of my grandma's infamous pet helmets. This is what he wore. He wore this to the hotel.
Oh, I like that.
And I understand why. It doesn't touch your head really. It's good.
That's cool.
I almost wore for the whole podcast. Bye, everybody.
Oh my god.